You know, I don't usually like black PVD coating on wristwatches. However, when I saw this Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical, the military styling and design of this watch just seemed perfect. Like it made sense. Some of the key characteristics of a military-inspired timepiece include functionality, legibility, and also durability. I also think it should blend in with the outside elements and fly under the radar. No frills, no nonsense. Hence why I also think a manual wind movement is best in this category as opposed to an automatic. The case is a 38mm diameter case, thickness of 9.7mm, lug width is 20mm, 47mm lug to lug. Crystal is a domed sapphire. Movement inside is an H50 with an 80-hour power reserve and has 50 meters of water resistance. The watch is very light and compact, and the NATO strap that comes with the watch is impressive. It's soft, comfortable, and has leather touches all over, including the keepers, the tip of the strap, and the lining where the strap holes are located. It is a double pass-through, which adds bulk to the thickness, but luckily since the watch is thin to begin with, the watch still sits low on the wrist with a total thickness of 12.3mm with the strap. Now the double pass-throughs aren't my favorite, especially on a thicker watch, but I think Hamilton hit it out of the park with this strap. It's really comfortable and I don't really have any desire to switch it out to something else. The leather materials make it feel premium and makes the leather-tipped strap go through the keepers with ease. I can see how this strap will endure harsh outdoor conditions. It's really a good experience strapping this watch on and also taking it off. Lastly, you get a signed buckle, which is a nice touch. Looking at the dial, Hamilton has added faux patina on the hands and on the triangles on the minute track, just to give it that vintage feel. Hamilton calls it their old radium color superluminova. The rest of the printing is white, including the 24-hour scale, which adds to the military inspiration. I think they did a great job with filling in the dial without creating too much negative space. It can look busy at first glance, but you quickly notice how clean and well laid out the numbers are, at least for me. The crystal is double domed, which gives you a clear view of the dial without any distortion around the edges. The case has a bead blasted finish and comes with drilled lugs. So Hamilton does encourage the user to play with different strap options. But I've gotten so used to seeing this on this particular NATO that it's hard to picture it with something different. The color combination is just so good. But just for the sake of this video, here's the watch on a Tropic strap, Erica's original Marine Nationale strap, and a few other straps that I have. The H50 movement inside this watch is a manual wind, so that means you do have to wind it every 80 hours. Fortunately, the winding experience is also pleasant. It's smooth and has satisfying clicks as you turn the crown. The size of the crown is 6.4mm and sticks out enough to easily grab and wind the movement. And if you think you'll forget to wind it one day and you have the watch stop on you, the 80-hour long power reserve will definitely be on your side. There were a few times where I would forget to wind it, and by the time I remembered, the watch would still be ticking and I'd replenish it back up to 80 hours. Or simply just make it a habit to give it a few turns every day. Just remember that the crown will stop turning once it reaches full power, so be careful not to over torque it. The lume on this is acceptable. You got the hands, including the arrow on the second hand, filled with superluminova, along with the triangles on the minute track, also filled with superluminova. One criticism I would give here is to differentiate the 12 o'clock triangle, just so I can orient the watch better at night when I pick it up. But otherwise, decent lume on this watch. Overall, the aesthetics of the Khaki Field Mechanical is just awesome. I think this is the best looking variant out of the lineup. It retails at $675, which is $50 more than the other regular versions. But I'm sure a discount can be had very easily. I also find this quite versatile as it looks masculine on a man's wrist, but can also look good on a woman's wrist due to its 38mm case diameter. It's super lightweight, easily wearable, and best of all, It is backed by Hamilton's long, rich history with the military, which started back in World War I. Hope you guys liked this video. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments section. Until next time, take care everyone.